well musically talented, and so I was kind of like forced to sing when I was younger, and it stuck with me, and I still do it today.
Right on. That's freaking awesome. So, actually, I've been hogging up all the questions. I mean, I told you,
Oh,
well,
no,
you started off, and I just stole it and
No,
started
it's fine.
talking.
It's fine.
So go for
we
it,
have
Carlos.
like a whole hour and a half.
That's all right. Go.
Oh man, I didn't know. See, I wasn't even ready for this. Have you guys like with typical like band things? I mean, is there anything where you guys can have like fallouts in a way beforehand, before shows or anything?
Every time a band member left, it was sort of like, what the hell do we do now?
We thought we'd be okay. We're like, the last one was the last time we feel bad.
Well, you guys like shut up
For a while.
yeah. But no, it hasn't been too bad.
Can we just tell them how many members we've gone through? Because it's
Alright,
kind of a
so-
story.
so we've had
Wait,
one of the drummers-
hold the.
We've had one other drummer, a guitarist that was there for a little bit, then a sax player, a trumpet player, two trumpet players, and then 3 singers.
Oh, and another trombone before this.
Oh yeah,
Ben.
I forgot about Ben.
Yeah. So
and
that's sad. He's
our 4th singer now.
Yeah. So I don't know. We have as many members in the band as
we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys and now you guys are happy where you stand.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah. This is great. This is perfect.
The moment you guys get in your car, you're like, fuck that guy.
It's not like anybody ever gets like kicked out. It's like they, like our old trumpet player got married and she got pregnant and so she moved on, whatever. And like
Brian, the singer.
Brian wanted Maribel.
Maribel just left.
Oh, okay.
Like behind the music right here. You guys start all arguing. No, that's not why. And then next thing you know, this is the final show right here. We're like,
This is your Abbey Road right here.
yeah, dude. There you go.
Don't let me down.
Band name. How did you guys get that?
Damn it, I knew it was
He left to the bathroom and then we came back. He came back and then we were Los 2x4s. Before that, we were.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. So you went to the bathroom and then you're like, you came back. We got a band name. Why? Because you went to the bathroom. They're like, hey, Los 2x4s. He's in the bathroom.
No, well, originally he wanted to call us the Atomic Bombs, and it's not shitty. And then he left.
Offensive.
He left to the bathroom. And then we're just talking about it.
I went home to shower.
Oh.
And then I was like, all right, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I went home. I was like, our practice house was like, seriously, 5 minutes from my house. Went home, took a quick shower. I came back. Hey, so we're those 2x4s now. Well, all right, I guess.
Did like a teardrop fall when you?
No, I was like, you know what, whatever. It's like I want to play music. This is like.
Got Wood didn't happen until like 2 years later.
Yeah,
that was because of the two-tone boners. There was this band we used to play with called the Two-Tone Boners, and they would have like a call and response to their fans. It'd be like two-tone, and then they'd yell boners.
And then we wrote them off.
Yeah, we did Who's Got Wood, and everyone's supposed to go I've got wood. But the word tense is kind of complicated, and so people don't know whether to say we've got wood or I've got wood. Or
I got wood.
Yeah.
So,
oh, go on.
So everyone that's listening, make that correction for them. What exactly do you want them to say?
I've got wood.
I got wood?
I've got wood.
Yeah, because I think on your Instagram, when I was tagging you guys, it says got wood.
Yeah.
It's
a simpler one.
That was another ripoff of Got Wood.
Yeah.
Got Wood.
All right, influences. What do you guys got? Influences. Sublime?
Sublime, No Doubt, my
Safe There.
Boss Tones.
Mad Caddies.
Yeah, Mad Caddies. Voodoo Glow Skulls. The list could go on and on and on.
Oh, just keep going then.
Big D.
You got 6 minutes worth of going.
A lot of it in the beginning was like a lot of punk stuff that influenced us because we played a shit ton of shows where we were the only ska band.
Oh, really?
So we had to blend in a little.
Psychobilly.
We would play psychobilly shows, and that one song, Carnies, which sounds vaguely psychobilly, would be the only one people would.
There was a couple of times where we would show up and then they'd see like the horns, like fuck a ska band.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
Yeah, but it's the same people you see in the pit, like, oh yeah, that guy. Shit. They just want to punch somebody, I guess.
So at what point did you guys start writing your own music? Like how far in, like from when you guys formed the band to, I mean, was it right away? Really?
Yeah. I mean, we had a couple of covers, but like
it was just to like get our like kind of get like a feel down between us and the drummer. We'd like jam out to a lot of like Rancid.
Operation Ivy.
Like at one point we had written like a metal song way back when we were in like 8th. And like when It was like midway through high school. Huh?
Yeah.
We had like weird song. It was like
Like my senior year, right before I graduated.
yeah.
I don't know. What songs did you guys cover when you first started? You said you guys knew
I
covers.
just saw Red from Sublime with Gwen Stefani.
Time Bomb.
Time
Blue.
Bomb from
Yelling in
Rancid.
my ear
Code
by
Blue.
Operation
Operation
Ivy.
Ivy.
We tried doing a couple of Red Hot Chili Pepper ones. But
Yeah.
that never worked out. They're too good.
All right, Carlos, go for it.
Was it the bass that you could like that?
Fuck, I can't do that shit.
Just
You
put
gotta
the
get naked.
yo.
That's the secret. You
Well,
have to be naked
I-
to do it.
The sock's a little too small.
just ankle socks. Not even like. You're supposed to wear tube socks, right? I thought it was socks in general.
So who does the writing?
It's like writing by
It goes
democracy.
on and
It
off.
starts off with me, and then it comes like, "Hey guys, I got this," and they're like, "Dude," and then like,
I went back into the bathroom.
Okay, we got a song now.
Oh, we don't really like we really don't tell each other
Yeah.
what you do. We're just like he
Yeah,
starts
we
playing
write
some
our own
chords.
Yeah, we write our
and
own
just
parts.
Start like layering everything on top.
For the most part, we write our own parts. Usually, like Yoshi's responsible for like the main melody, and we build the song around that. And we each, horns write their own horn, drums write their own drums, but then we offer suggestions awkwardly.
There's no.
Alright.
awkwardly, and sometimes abrasively.
That's
So.
that's freaking awesome. I guess yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna ask you now because usually I wait for later in the show. Any live horror stories yet or no?
Sometimes if people like our set's at 11 and our band member gets off at 11, and the shows run like 45 minutes late on average.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh my god, is our bassist gonna get here in time? Is our drummer gonna get here in time? Is our guitarist?
I mean,
And we're
that's
just
not as
waiting.
bad as like
That's just stressful.
when you're playing live and you're at like a backyard gig or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
and like the pit is just getting
Oh,
way too
on you.
crazy.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had my stack fall over
I had somebody land on
and
my
like
drums.
wires are flying out.
Mic stands thrown into you.
Yeah.
Horns.
What did you do?
What I do, I was about to.
Play.
The guy literally was
Fell
on my
on your
snare
drum,
drum,
yeah.
and then I was about to hit the guy.
I should just hit him like, all right, Mike.
But it's surprising, it's surprising how people just rush out of nowhere, like, oh shit, like they help you, like
Yeah.
the people standing behind you, like it's all right, but
We're nice about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes
The backyard roadies.
for the most part, yeah.
Now, where was your actual yeah, we have thing. Your actual start in music, because you did have your influence based on the band, but where was it where your music started? Where like growing up, you're like, you know what, I really enjoy this band, like, and even like before high school or something, like when you were young, like where did your music fully kick in? Where you're like, I mean, because you said you were in
Where
fourth
did you
grade.
have your Selena moment where you like sat on the roof and you looked at the stars?
Yeah,
That
there you
is
go.
exactly what he wants to know.
Yeah, exactly. So each of you, I want to hear from all of you.
Oh, I would say for me, I think about 11 or 12. My mom was like a big influence, like showing me bands. Like I wanted to be like, oh, she'd listen to Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, and then it'd be like Stevie Ray Vaughan, and she showed me this DVD, just live, and just blew me away.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. It's like it was just blues, but it's just the way he played with so much soul, and like I want to be that guy. I want to be up on stage. I want to be that guitarist. Like it was just awesome. That's what like opened my eyes. I want to be that dude, and that's picked up a guitar and that's how it all started. for me.
Freaking awesome, man.
I didn't start playing the set until I was in middle school. So my influence or how it started was when my friend, my mom's boyfriend Danny, he was taking me to all these shows, all these gigs, and he had a drummer, and the drummer, he passed away about 5 years ago. But anyway, he was a drummer for different groups, all that stuff. But he learned from a famous drummer named Buddy Rich.
Wow.
Yeah. So I saw him doing
These
things. I saw him doing all these 16 notes, these phantom notes, and all that stuff. Like, where does it get all this energy? He's not tired or anything. So anyway, so I started learning from him, and so then from Buddy Rich, I learned from Gene Krupa, and then as far as that's from jazz, and then after that, when the years go by, I study Chicano jazz, and then years go by, and then I study a little bit of reggae and ska. Not till high school, but it was a big gap from switching from jazz, swing to reggae and stuff.
Oh, right on. Well, it was perfect timing because we actually have to go to break. But when we come back, we're gonna come with another song, and then you guys will be able to answer your influence of music, and then
more questions.
More questions, and the guilty pleasure mode. When we come back on the Brothers Bear Podcast live.
Hey, where you going? The Brothers Bear Podcast will be right back. No, seriously, where you going? Come back. Please.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo! It's hot out here. I need a drink.
Have a mucho macho michelada. What's a michelada? Michelada is a Mexican Bloody Mary made with beer. All you have to do is get bucket-sized michelada, open it up, pour it in your favorite beer, and you're good. What if you don't like beer? You can use it in lemon lime soda, vodka with lime, or tequila with lemon lime soda.
Sounds delicious.
Where do you find it? You can find it at your favorite store, or you can go to muchomachomichelada.com. Find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Hey, this is Phil from the Three Guys Rant. I'm the good-looking one, in case you're wondering. I'm coming to you today about 90 for life.
There are lots of outdoor activities, but if you're unhealthy, you can't enjoy them. Well, that was us until we found the solution, 90 for life.
What is 90 for life, you ask? Well, 90 is the number of essential nutrients your body needs every day to fight off disease.
So if you're sick of being sick, go to our website, the3guysrant.com, and click on the longevity link today for a better and healthier tomorrow.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotechsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Make sure to check us out every week at the3guysrant.com.
And you'll find out what they say we're faces for radio and voices for the deaf.
Damn right. Have you seen yourself lately?
Hey, I'm audio candy.
All right. Always tune in each week so you can hear the really absurd news and talk with the Three Guys Rant. Arvin, how do they reach us?
Call us at 855-69-3-GUYS. 855-69-3-GUYS.
Brothers Bear Podcast.
Brothers Bear Podcast. This is Carlos Medrano.
Brothers Bear Podcast.
Give it 4 mics.
Song of the week,
Hey, Carlos.
Brothers Bear
Yeah, we
Podcast.
the Brother Bears Podcast.
Yeah, we the Brother Bears Podcast.
Yeah, we the Brother Bears
Podcast. Yeah, we the Brother Bears Podcast.
Yeah, we the Brother Bears
Podcast. Yeah, we the Brother Bears Podcast. Yeah, we the Brother Bears Podcast.
Movies, comics, TV, television, video games, cartoons, 80s, 90s, 2000s, all about entertainment. Brothers Bear Podcast. That's another episode in the bag. The Brothers Bear Podcast. Oh, here we go. Hey, everybody, we're back. I was just asked a question as to from the band why Sanch, and the story for those of you who are new listeners, why my name is Sanch. It came from high school where everybody was making each other and making fun of each other's names. My name was up next, and it picked up, or like they started saying like snatch, toast, and all this nonsense. And at one point, one of them mixed snatch and toast as Sanch and Santos and Snatch or whatever, and it just became Sanch, and since then it's stuck since high school. So that's my little nickname, how I got Sanch. So it comes from Snatch. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, that's true, right? All right. So Alan, just give me the cue when it's good. All right. Well, here we go.
There we go,
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, we're back, and here's with another song from Los 2x4.
2x4s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Brothers Bear podcast. Once again, you heard another song from Los 2x4s.
Los 2x4s, because earlier you just said 2x4s.
Yeah, I know. I messed up.
All right, everyone, welcome back. We have Los 2x4s once again. We were in the middle of the questions, so we still got 4 people of where their music and their influence came in. So,
Okay. Well, I had always been involved with music and performing, but it never really meant anything to me until I was about in middle school. That's when I heard Black Flag for the first time. And, you know, it's like, the first time you hear punk, it's like, it's different than hearing other music, at least for me it was. And I got to, like, you know, punk introduced me to ska, because, like, I heard reggae and stuff before, and I liked it, but, yeah, I think, like, that's when I started realizing that it's different. It's different, and it's like more meaningful than you think. And yeah, and I really wanted to do something with music. Like then I was like, this is what I like to do. It's more fun now that it means something. So yeah, that's where I came from.
You wanna go next?
My story is kind of sort of interesting. I got into ska music by paying. I'll explain. All right, so I was like, I think I was like a freshman in high school, and I went on a camping trip with like my family and family friends, whatever. And I'd never heard ska music before. And one of my older brother's friends had a mixtape with some like punk music on it. And there was half a song of Less Than Jake, if anybody's ever heard that band. And it was this song called, I don't remember what it was called, but it started with like this high screech and then this weird like announcer, and then it was like, and it was like really strong like bass and like horn line. I was like, holy shit, what is this?
How does that song go again?
This song's called Last One Out of Liberty City. Anyway, I remember now. But I ended up like buying the mixtape from my brother's friend for like $8. It was like a cassette and like recorded off like CDs on some crappy little player, and I was like all about it. So I mean, logically, I just really got into ska. And when I got my first computer and an internet connection and figured out how to use BitTorrent, like it was over. Like my iTunes was full. Like I went overboard with it. I also love metal, but that doesn't really apply here, and you can't really do metal on a saxophone. But yeah, once I got out of high school, I wanted to keep playing my instrument, and so you know, this is my second band. The first one, you know, bullshit. But I mean, it, like when you're in
They're
a
watching
band,
right
when,
now. They're like,
when
"Why
you
did we
when
do
you do something every Tuesday and every Friday and every Saturday of every week for 4 years straight, it sort of becomes like such a regular part of your life that you can't imagine not doing that thing. Like I don't think I could ever move out of LA because I just, you know, it's just such a big part of you.
Yeah.
It's like a part of your schedule. Oh, band practice is Tuesday nights. My girlfriend's like, do you want to go on a date on Friday? I'm like, I might have a show. You know, it's just you plan everything around the band straight up. So, yeah.
Right on.
Done.
All right, we're out of time for today. So thank you for.
Come on, I didn't go that long.
That's funny because I think I'm gonna go pretty long. For me, like throughout my life, there's been like just different points in time where I've gotten influences from different kind of music. Like you're about to get into the guilty pleasure. When I was a kid, like in elementary school, I was like so into the whole pop scene and all this pop music, like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, boys, all those boy bands and stuff. But like listening to that, I remember thinking to myself, like when they would all sing together, like it made this sound. And at the time, I didn't know what it was called. And then the harmonies, and they would like make these harmonies. They were crazy. Like I like that. I like the way that sounds. And then good. So that I grew up, got into middle school, started listening to more rock and everything. And when I was middle school, started listening to more alternative music, started getting more influence from like White Stripes, everything from like White Stripes to Jimmy Eat World, even System of a Down, everything pretty much on K-Rock at the time.
Yeah.
And so that kind of like got me into like the whole rock scene. I remember for the longest time I wanted to just play guitar because that was the person everybody wanted to be, the guitar player. And
can only be one.
So I got like a bunch of rock influence from there. And I remember it was sometime in middle school where I was at the bowling alley actually with my cousin, and I remember Superman came on by Goldfinger, and I remember.
Tony Hawk, man.
So like by that point, I'm already playing trombone, and I'm listening to this, and I'm just like, that just sounds like nothing but fun. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm sitting here listening to it, and I want to do that.
Was it fun?
It was fun. And, but I didn't actually start doing any kind of ska music until like way later. But throughout after that, like I remember that listening to that, and I'm thinking like, okay, there's music out there that I can play with this, that I'll actually have fun instead of just sitting there in a band and like playing all this like kind of, it was boring at the time.
Don't you
But
study music?
yes.
Isn't that your
Can
major?
I get there? Oh my God! I'm at middle school yet. I'm going to high school now.
And then comes college.
Yeah. So then I got into high school, and that's like it's going from middle school to high school. That's when I got serious. Because my band teacher like helped me get into the LA County High School for the Arts, and as soon as I got there, like one semester in, things drastically changed because like they got on me. Like the dean of music was like, "Are you taking private lessons?" I said no. He's like, "Why not?" And I was like, "I just never took them. I didn't know that was something to do." He gave me a phone number, called this guy. That was my teacher throughout high school. That same semester, like I went from being this crappy middle school kid to like this high school kid who has potential to do something. And
he thought he was Nick Cannon.
And that's like I started learning a lot of stuff. I learned how to arrange music. I learned how to like just music theory, everything. And that's when I got my first gig actually in high school playing like Latin jazz. And I remember when I got that paycheck that night, like the night of the last show, like I remember thinking to myself, wow, I just got paid to do something fun. Like this was like this is the easiest thing I've ever gotten like this much money for. Like I need to do this. And then, so by that point, influences are just like how Greg said, jazz, because that's what you play at school, and jazz, classical music.
Yeah.
And once I got into college, everything changed, because that's when I started playing pop music, playing like top 40 stuff, and I thought I wanted to do this type of music, and now like yeah.
Whoa,
So
hey.
now.
Just trying to say.
No, not. I mean like this kind of music. I mean like back then, like when I.
I was gonna say, is this his announcement? Is he quitting the band?
I meant
exclusive. I don't want to do this music. I was like, what the hell? What's going on here?
No. When I got out of high school, going into college, I remember thinking like I thought I wanted to do that kind of stuff. Like, but then playing all these pop gigs, pop songs, even like salsa. I got into salsa then. I remember thinking to myself like, that's what I want to do.
I was picturing you like a mariachi band.
So yeah, like little by little, like just throughout my life, just little influences here, there. So, and then it just one day randomly met Greg at a kickback from mutual friends. Hey, you play trombone? We need a trombone player. What?
Greg?
I was always wondering like.
Yeah, that's how I got here.
That's why you're always nice to Greg.
I don't know. Like when I was like in like fourth to like eighth grade, I was really into like a lot of G-funk. Like I actually tried writing a couple of like lyrics on my own, and they were fucking awful. But yeah, like the first CD I ever bought was like the Chronic 2000, and so I went like that for a while. It wasn't until like 7th or 8th grade where like a lot of my friends played guitar, and they got me into a lot of thrash and classic rock. And so that's when I started playing guitar back then. It was like 7th grade. And that kept on going for a while. Like I didn't really listen to anything outside of metal and classic rock for like forever. And it was I met Josh like the summer school of freshman year. So we started like but we never jammed out until later on, like halfway through like our high school career, I guess.
Like junior year, I think.
Yeah, it was your junior year. It was my
junior
sophomore year. And it was actually we jam out at our old drummer's house, and that's where we wrote that shitty metal song. And yeah, so it went like that, and then I graduated. Then me and Josh started hanging out again, and we started going to like a lot of the East LA ska shows, and that's where I started getting into that. And so he wanted to start a ska band, and I tried playing guitar, but we couldn't find a bassist. So I was like, fuck it, I'll play bass. And
4 years later.
yeah. So I already knew how to play guitar. That's all I knew, and this just seemed like an easier version of it.
Yeah.
Like as.
Why do you play left-handed? I've always wondered that.
Because I'm fucking left-handed. That's why. No, my dad. My dad tried teaching me when I was like when I was like 5, but I really didn't like it. But he bought a right-handed guitar and switched it over to left-handed. And so every time I'd play guitar, whenever I play any of my friends' guitars, I would always play it left-handed. So I kind of picked up that skill to play with the string switched over. Yeah, I played decently when it switched. As far as influences right now, it's a lot of funk is a big influence on me. Like they have the really cool bass lines. But I never really learned any bass players. All that I know is guitar. So I just apply that to bass.
Right on. Now wait, so East LA had a big ska scene?
Yeah. Dude.
Or they still do?
Fuck yeah.
The hell? Like, is it like
some-
a bunch of cholos or what? Like, all ska now? You're like, hey, dog,
No, it's a lot of kids that like they stole their instruments from like their high school bands. Yeah. And I'm not kidding.
I can't afford it, but like, Garfield High School right now, dog.
Dude, yeah. Like there's a band. Well, they were actually one of the first bands that I actually skanked to. Was Isolated Victims. Shout out.
Wait,
to Two-Tone.
hold on. You the first band you skanked to?
Well, skanking.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Sorry, I forgot about
it's a
that
dance.
stuff.
It's not me whoring around. No.
Now, for our fans who don't know what skanking is, if one of you could show us in this screen here, see, so
I have an instrument. It's all you.
John
No. I want to see how fast does it. Everybody. How fast does it? Yeah. Fast.
This is live, guys. Remember that.
Fast. No.
Show them move.
They kind of like being in the
The
spotlight.
reason they want you to skank is because they think I look silly when I skank.
He's like, I'm not doing it live.
I can avoid it. Sorry.
It's a two-step.
Right on, there you go, fans. That's what
People
skanking.
do it in a circle, like 40 people, and sometimes it gets
It
crazy.
gets really badass sometimes. Where there's people have been knocked out in their life. There was one time our old trombone player got socked in the face, and then
So it's a mosh pit with dancing.
It's spinning in a circle. It's a circle pit.
Circle pit. Oh, okay, yeah. So it is. It's a pit with dancing included, in a sense.
With elbows.
With elbows.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we play, we're on ground level with the crowd, and we're right up on them.
Oh.
We get elbows a
So
lot.
that they will be spinning right in front of you.
And you'll just keep rocking. Like, say you're in the front, you get elbowed in the face. You're like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep playing.
No, like, I had to push like people with my back, like, cause I'm still playing, trying to keep rhythm, and it's like, oh my god, they're getting so freaking close. But as I said, like sometimes my amp would like get knocked over, and like I'm sitting there trying to pick it up. You don't hear anything. All you're going like, oh crap. They all look over like, what the fuck just happened? Me with like 3 other dudes, like, oh come on, put it back together.
Or there's like a time where you accidentally hit people with your instrument.
Oh, accidentally.
I get hit in the mouth all the time. It's like the microphone just goes into my teeth and stuff all the time.
That's bad.
So you haven't lost any teeth?
Luckily, I haven't. Not yet.
Places with cool people, like the crowd will form a wall in front of you, and they'll block for you, like in front
Sometimes they end up hitting you instead,
Yeah.
but
They
you
fall
know.
on you? I'm drunk. I can do this.
All right. So going off of Buzz, he talked about guilty pleasures. Where he said that he listened to what Britney Spears and a lot of the boy bands, 98 Degrees and all that.
Not so much 98 Degrees.
I don't know. I just named off whatever came to mind.
Boys to Men.
Thinking Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
So I want to hear your guys' your one guilty pleasure, that one song that you're embarrassed for anybody else to know that you actually enjoy, that you either sing along, dance to, whatever. The one tune that if you have in your car, you'll put it down. Even though you have your windows up, you'll still roll it down because you don't want. So what would be guilty pleasure? Since you have the mic in hand, you go first. Guilty pleasure song.
This is gonna be really random, but I love the soundtrack for the Phantom of the Opera. So.
All right, on.
I know every single word to the entire movie or play or whatever.
A lot of people like that.
That's not guilty.
That's not embarrassing.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
Well, that's the point of a guilty pleasure. That'll be fun. Just one. Give us one song.
Okay.
That's a guilty pleasure. That is true.
Boss knows this one. Kennedy, do you guys know karate? I know karate. I know jujitsu. He's like from now, I guess, or like 2000s, I guess. and he like dresses like he's from the 70s, like white suits, like buttoned down to here, and like plays like this really awful like techno music, and it's the best, and I can't stop listening to it.
Right on.
It's so bad, I love it.
But it's so catchy.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, since he's closest to you, guilty pleasure song.
Well, it's not really a song, but when I'm really, really high, I actually really, really enjoy Coldplay. Like an amount a 24-year-old man should not enjoy Coldplay. And I get like a little emotional.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask.
When I'm really high, like that one song, like he was like, "I will and light your bones in your way home," whatever sort of thing. Yeah, and I'm just like, no.
Like you're in trouble, and you're like,
so, yeah.
All right, next. Well, we got obviously.
Like for me, it's still pop music. I can't like. I just hate that I like it. I really liked Dixie Chicks for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had their live like DVD, and I watched. I would watch that shit like every day for like. Because my sister was really into them, and she would always have it on. That shit's fucking cool. I really that about that bass song.
No.
It's catchy as fuck. It's super catchy. You're just like,
I'm all about that bass. About that bass.
Alright, pass it up.
That's it.
He is all about that.
Okay. I guess my guilty pleasure. Excuse me.
He is half Asian.
Hey. Anyway, it's when I was young and my mom would put on like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, kind of the crooners kind of songs and whatnot. So until this day, one of my favorite songs from Dean Martin is "Ain't That Kick in the Head." I put.
It's not embarrassing.
But that's not really.
No! Check it out. No. But check it out.
Unless you have an embarrassing story with that.
What do you think in the shower?
Oh, in the shower? I put on Adrian Porcelli.
What is that? We're looking for like Michael Bublé. Or,
No,
like,
it's that opera guy. Like that.
Do you sing opera in the shower?
I do.
Megan's classy, apparently.
Hey, the acoustics in there are great. So right.
One time I was blasting it in East LA, and they all look at me weird, like, what is that?
Like, it's not Morrissey.
because during I was in the area, and all the music I keep been hearing outside is like, see. But yeah, and then they look at me weird, and I had to roll my window. Oh, there you go. Skip. Anyway, so I end up rolling my windows up and then lower down the music because I was embarrassed. They looked at me weird, like, you're not supposed to be here. So yeah, one of my guilty pleasures.
Right on. All right, and the last guilty pleasure. Actually, we have 13 seconds, so I doubt you'll be able to pull it off. Unless you could do it quick.
I can.
No, all right.
We'll leave it off at disco.
Disco?
Right, cliffhanger there, eh?
Enter a true connection. All right, when we come back, we have another song. And also, we're going to do a Carlos's movie review on. Well, I'm not going to say it. When we return on the Brothers Bear Podcast Live.
Hey guys, we'll be right back with the Brothers Bear Podcast Live. So feel free to stock up on them goodies.
Have a story or no?
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Hey, this is Phil from the Three Guys Rant. I'm the good-looking one, in case you're wondering. I'm coming to you today about 90 for life.
There are lots of outdoor activities, but if you're unhealthy, you can't enjoy them. Well, that was us until we found the solution, 90 for life.
What is 90 for life, you ask? Well, 90 is the number of essential nutrients your body needs every day to fight off disease.
So if you're sick of being sick, go to our website, the3guysrant.com, and click on the longevity link today for a better and healthier tomorrow.
It's one thing to own a business. It's another to promote it. That's why thousands of business owners rely on Monster Marketing Group. Design, print, mail, custom mailers, all for as little as 29 cents delivered. That includes postage. Send to a neighborhood, zip code, or an entire city. With just a simple call, 888-49-MONSTER, you can easily promote your business, sales, events, grand openings, send coupons, and much more.
Your mail delivers in as little as 5 days. No dealing with the mailing list or paperwork. Monster Marketing does all the heavy lifting. Get started now by calling 888-49-MONSTER or go to monstermg.com.
Monster Marketing Group. We deliver, we give you results, we can prove it.
Hello, this is Steve.
Hey Steve, it's Angela. Just wanted to see if you want to go out to lunch today.
I can't right now. I'm trying to find a company to build my website. The guy I was working with vanished and he won't return my calls.
Hey, you should call Infuse. They've helped our company with our website and it came out great. They've been around for almost about 20 years. They have great service and they're very knowledgeable.
I don't have a big budget though. You think they can still help?
Sure, I saw their portfolio. They work on all types of projects.
Is this one of those overseas companies that only communicates through emails? I want to see someone face to face to show them what I want.
Not at all. They're just down the street from you. Give them a call at 562-450-4512.
What's that number again?
562-450-4512. You can visit them at their website at infuse.com.
Comics, movies, TV, video games, cartoons, stand-up,
and many more geeky things.
This is the Brothers Bear Podcast
live.
Oh, you guys are good.
Oh,
That's why when we come back, I was just signaling to him so we could be full screen on you guys. Go for it.
I have no face.
First, get it.
No, but it's all me again.
lo quise. Me dicen que soy no me llaman Lice. Estoy confundida, ayúdame. No puede ser amiga bien. Que en la calle voy a caer. Me está persiguiendo, déjame. Ya déjame de querer bien. Saben que voy a no sé lo que pasó. No sé lo que pasó. Yo soy la perseguida.
What happened?
My pants popped up. I was like, shit.
Out of excitement or what?
It was getting hard.
You got 2x4. Go, bah! There you go. Los 2x4s.
Yeah, I got a little wood.
See? There you go. See, it all works out. Got wood, or I
That's
got
where
wood.
the name came from.
I'm taking you in.
So that's where it came, because you said, so you were playing and you're like, hey guys, I got wood. Oh. There you go, boom. All right, so we're finishing off with guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure would be disco. It started off because of my dad. He was a DJ. That's how I like just love music. But disco is just, I can't help it. It's just that groove, that bass, everything. It's just ridiculous, but I can't help it.
Like what song?
For a song, it would be David Bowie, Fame. When that song comes on, I just feel like I'm driving a lowrider or something. I have to turn that up. Someone comes by and I feel like a little too cool or something. Turn it down. But yeah, that's David Bowie and disco.
All right. Nice. All right, cool. Carlos, what do you make the call? It's on you. What do you think?
I'll do it really quick. All right, I'll do a quick movie review, and then we'll get back to actually guilty pleasure movies on these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna talk movies with you guys. Guilty pleasure movies and favorite movies. So,
Brothers Bear Podcast presents
Start
Movie
thinking, guys.
Reviews by Carlos Medrano.
I thought I was waiting for the song. There we go. All right, guys. So this past weekend, I saw Nightcrawler, and you know what, Buzz, you can join in on this one with me, even though you've never done a review before. But do it non-spoilerific.
Okay. Yeah, non-spoiler.
I will say this: I enjoyed this movie from beginning to end.
Really?
I know you don't like Jake Gyllenhaal for anything.
Jarhead. Just ruined it for me in Jarhead. Just that one.
When I was watching the movie, I was like, man, that's a good movie, and I want to recommend it to you, but I know you won't watch it because of him.
It bugs me, that stupid, just that one line. And the bombs were dropping. It just bugged me ever since then. I don't know why. He's just a stupid face. It's something about him, man.
No, I will say this, like, the way he plays this character, like it's well written, but the way he sells his character in this movie, Buzz here can agree with me because his dialogue is well written, and the way he delivers, he makes you believe how crazy he is and how. Oh man, I can't breathe.
Oh, good.
Oh no, go.
All right. I was just gonna say I like Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor, but there are times where the movies that he's in, you're just like, why? I just finished watching that movie he came out in, Enemy.
Prince of Persia? Oh
no, Enemy. That way. This I guess it was like right before this one, Enemy came out, and like the trailers look so good, like it looked like a suspense thriller, and then when you watched it, you were just like, okay, I see where this was going. What happened? Like, I couldn't enjoy it after towards the end.
I think what I found funny is that I recently saw the movie Bubble Boy I saw Bubble Boy a couple of days before I saw this movie. And I don't really remember even watching the trailer for this movie, so I kind of didn't know what the hell I was getting myself into. I just saw, I read briefly a review, and then like the one of the sites that I trust gave it like an A. And I was like, oh, they actually gave it an A.
No.
So I went in kind of semi-blind, not knowing what the hell it was going to be about.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made me enjoy it even more. And like I said, it picked, like, the only thing I did have an issue with it felt slow to me in the beginning when it started picking up. Like, it's a pretty long movie. That was one of my issues, that it did kind of took forever to get to where it needed to be.
Yeah.
But once it got to that point, it was just boom, 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 and everything starts happening, everything picks up, and then you're in for the ride from that moment on. You kind of know, all right, this is the tone of the movie, and this is where it's going to stay at. And his character just keeps like building and building, and you see how much of a smartass he is. He plays that character so well that you see that he's not full of like crap at all. Like, he knows what he's talking about, and and like I said, how well he delivers the lines, that it's just you're waiting for the next thing that he's gonna top himself with. Like, all right, he has a mindset of that this is the goals that he wants, this is what he's gonna do, and then boom, he gets it. And then later on, he comes back to another thing and it tops it on top. So every time he has like a moment that it's gonna be there, you're already waiting for that next moment to happen. The one thing I will say on that, without even giving any spoiler, was the ending. I was kind of thrown off about the ending, and
I just wanted to counter, I guess, with the tempo of the movie. I thought it was slow at the beginning. I agree, but I feel like the director showed you how a person starts with their obsession on something. Like, it's slow at first, like you get a taste of it, like you kind of showed a clip. Like, that's where he first sees a crash, and he sees these people filming it like for the news, and he's just so drawn into it. And at first he's asking questions, like trying to get into the middle of it, just watching at first, just watching. And then little by little he starts getting into it, and he goes out and gets a camera. He goes and he starts just doing his own shooting of like crime scenes and just accidents and stuff. And just for everybody listening, Nightcrawlers, that's what they call these people that take the graveyard shift and go out looking for footage for the news. So yeah, I guess that's how I felt about the tempo of the movie. I mean, it's like an obsession, like you saw the obsession play out.
It was basically like Exit Through the Gift Shop, basically. Like that whole documentary, the Banksy documentary. Because that's what it was. I mean, he was like an amateur of like really nobody, but then he ends up becoming where he stands, you know. I'm not gonna say how far he gets into the movie without spoiling, but
well, because that was my main question was gonna be like, well, you haven't mentioned the plot, and for those watching who
kind of threw it.
I'm glad you actually threw it out as to what the film is about. It's just a guy who goes out and films stuff for the news, accidents at night, right? It's not about the character from X-Men.
No, my coworker thought it was like the movie X-Men movie.
Like, man, it's his own. Nightcrawler got its own movie. All right, Marvel Comics. Here you go.
I think the most interesting Marvel character.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
How do you feel him? Pass on the mic. How do you feel they portrayed the character with Alan Cummins in I think that was X-Men the second.
Well,
film.
like the whole like body like mutilation thing with like the tattoos, whatever. That was like original Nightcrawler was like he was like taken in by the Catholic Church. Yeah, no, it's true. They didn't give him much time, but like at least like the makeup design and like the accent they gave him and like in the visual design and like, you know, he may not have been that true to his character or like that strong a part of the movie, but he was like, you wanted more. You were like, give me more Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And plus, like, if you guys don't know, he's like Mystique and Magneto's kid, so This whole batshit.
Wait, Magneto's kid?
Is it
I thought it
Magneto?
was
no, yeah, it was Mystique and
he was in First Class.
And who?
Right? Wasn't it? Yeah.
What was Azazel?
The red dude that could like teleport.
Oh yeah,
Azazel.
you're right. Totally. But like, you know, Mystique's son.
Yeah.
So, and she's all throughout.
And they didn't really go that story route,
Yeah.
you know, down the
No,
line.
they
Yeah.
did.
I mean, they may. They kind of
They
like they
better.
did that with Quicksilver,
Dude,
remember?
yeah.
And like
Yeah, but
people were like, "Is that
Quicksilver's
gonna
so
be?" And they
stupid,
just
though.
played it off that way.
The Silver Surfer and Quicksilver and like all those stupid like I'm made of. Well, yeah, you know what I mean though. The whole like, oh, I'm made of materials.
Wait, no, but Quicksilver it was just a regular guy that
That's
run
true.
fast.
Quicksilver is a regular guy. But
It seems like you
Silver
don't like
Surfer
any
was,
superhero with the word silver in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Who like isn't made of a person.
Right on.
You know?
Oh wait, I
Yeah.
still got this review. You know what? We'll
All
go
right,
back
yeah.
into,
I guess just end up. We got to do the rating.
3.5. Go ahead,
Wow,
watch
3
this
and a
movie.
half. All right, cool. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos rated it 3.5. So you know, I'll check it out. As much as I'm not a fan of Gyllenhaal, based on one, literally 5-second scene.
That's not fair.
Just something about it, and I would hear in the radio because I listen to K-Rock when I'm at work. I just listen to Kevin and Bean, and they kept playing the ad for the movie Jarhead, and it's just this one line that for some reason bugged me. And then
What
when
does
I
he
saw
say?
he just said it, like there's a scene where they're like talking to all the soldiers, and at one point all he says is, "And then the bombs are dropping." And the way he looked when he acted that out just looked so stupid and fake that it bothered me. It truly bothered me. Like I felt like he was overacting or something. I don't know. Like I'm like, no one's gonna sound that way. And then I was just done with him since then. So that was my end of it. Yeah. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nightcrawler movie review
Oh,
from
tight.
Carlos. All right, since we're on the topic of movies, let's talk movies. We want to hear favorite movie and guilty pleasure movie. So since you got the mic in hand, go for it. What's your favorite movie of all time? And then what is your guilty pleasure
I would
movie?
say Fight Club, but that's everybody's favorite movie. It's this movie I discovered on Netflix. It's one of the first like B movies I ever watched. It's called Rampage, and they did this entire movie with like a budget of like $80,000 in like an Oregon town. It's about this kid that just like loses it and just goes on a rampage. But like with such a small budget, like this movie's freaking amazing. It'll blow your mind. Just the writing and like just the acting, even though they have like a tiny cast, like it's really realistic and like really intense for such a low budget movie. Guilty pleasure movie would probably be like Little Mermaid because I sing.
All right, on.
But,
Awesome.
yeah.
What's your favorite song from that?
Well, Part of That World. Duh.
All right, on. See,
What
there
else
you
would
go.
it be?
Also, guilty pleasure song right there.
Yeah,
You could say.
there you
Okay,
go.
that's whichever you want to pass it on to next.
I'm gonna do my guilty pleasure one first. I mean, it's not a secret that I like the movie Mean Girls, but what is what is a secret is how much I actually like. Like, I mean, that's like.
Is it full of secrets?
No. Yeah, like that's I don't know, like that movie that I think is like really funny. I thought that it was like well written, well, and everything. It was good. It was good.
I mean,
it was funny.
It's
Like, but I mean, I'm pretty much like if there was a movie night with a bunch of girls watching, I would be there. With your legs like this. Yeah. As far as a favorite movie, I don't know. I'd have to like go by genre or category. Like I don't have like one. Like if favorite action movie, favorite comedy. Like, I guess I can pick like.
All right, go. Favorite 80s movie of all time.
Favorite 80s movie? Oh man.
All right, since you seem like, you know, every time you're always laughing and all that. Favorite comedy of all time.
Oh man.
Que la jodida. Forget it.
Well, because I was gonna throw out just Beer Fest because I like the whole Broken Lizards. Like they've been doing some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, could I borrow that movie, by the way?
This guy Carlos borrows my movies for like a year and never watches them. So yeah, but like I guess.
But if they're on TV, I'll watch.
One of my top movies, like top favorite movies, was Cloverfield. A lot of people don't like it because of the way it was shot, but I. Feel
do the alien.
I was like. Yeah, like that's like one of my favorite parts. Is like they close the door and then like he opens it back up and he's just like.
All right, down the line.
Favorite movie? Like favorite movie right now? Because I don't really have a favorite. Cloud Atlas.
Oh, really? All right.
'Cause
Right
it's
on.
a fucking trip, and if you're high, my fucking god, dude.
I think that's why nobody saw the movie because they weren't in that level.
No, I mean it made sense when I wasn't high, and then I watched it. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
No.
Go to Colorado. It comes with a free edible.
They just like greet you at the door. Hi. No. Guilty pleasure. I'm a huge sap for like romantic comedies. I fucking love Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
Yeah,
Alright,
I don't
right
know, just something about him. Just I like a good ending. He's just like no.
He's like, I'm done.
I think my favorite movie, Pulp Fiction, maybe? I don't know. I have a lot of favorite movies. It's a great movie. Nah, Pulp Fiction. Okay, so guilty pleasure is kind of hard for me because I watch the worst movies possible. It's like a hobby of mine. Like, especially like really bad horror films. Those are my favorite. Like, as bad as possible, like recommend them to me. I will watch them and love it because they're just more entertaining.
Sci-fi channel horror.
You know, not even like sci-fi, just like
No, Sci-Fi Channel, because they're like super low budget horror.
yeah,
films.
just like I find the most like random films like on the internet, and I'll just be like, "How bad is it?" And everyone's like, "It's the worst movie ever made." I'm like, "I am watching that tonight." Yeah, so
majority of everything on
a lot
Netflix.
of movies from the 70s that are like low budget.
Yeah.
Are not
So
even.
so there's nothing. You don't have a film that I guess you like get all girly where you have a box of Kleenex, you're all crying and like you know. There's nothing like that.
That was very sexist. No, no, I'm not really much of a romance movie, or like I'm not into comedies that much, or romance, especially romantic comedies or family comedies. I can't stand watching
No
them.
kids movie either. Like there's that where you become all childish. Like, oh, I love this movie. I mean, I have the Chickmunk Adventure. I love that thing.
No, I'm more of a horror film and drama, like intense thriller type person when it comes to movies. So really bad horror films.
No.
Ones where you can see like them holding the props in the background, like things on strings. Those are the best. The best. Okay.
Things on strings.
Yes.
Hey, that's the name of the new song. Things on strings.
Well, well, let me start off from one of my favorite movies. I mean, because I have a huge range, but
And we got 5 minutes, by the way.
Gotcha. So for action, I think my favorite movie is Training Day for action and thriller. I would say it's action and thriller, right? Adventure kind of. And then for comedy, it would be Step Brothers. I mean, I could watch it any day. It's like yes, it would make my day. Anyway, and then there's a list goes on, but now for guilty pleasure,
Right now.
guilty pleasure.
Play a gong at the beginning.
I have to admit, because at my work, my coworker, we have this VHS, really old school VHS TV, built in whatever, and then we have these collections and of VHS movies. So one day he put in Blood In, Blood Out. That's my one. That's my. But it's so dramatic though. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So it was Blood In, Blood Out. That's one of my guilty pleasures because I couldn't throughout a whole month. I couldn't stop quoting from the movie and whatnot. And then. Right? I mean, I couldn't stop.
It's still going
on. And then it was followed by The Thing, the Ted Carpenter one. Is it John Carpenter? Ted Carpenter?
No, John Carpenter. Really? No, I wouldn't see that as a guilty pleasure though.
It's I watch it every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess.
I could go.
you're
The list goes
embarrassed by it.
on, but I know Josh wants to say a couple of few words.
I guess.
All right, final one.
We have time.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes.
All right. Well, I'll start with guilty pleasure. It would have to be Gone with the Wind.
Really?
That's, all right.
That's a good one.
It is. I mean, I sit there and watch with my mom. I remember watching as a kid, and I was like, my God, how long can this movie possibly go on for?
A lot longer.
But I was just like, oh God, it's so good. Like I get like just entranced by like the story.
Yeah.
But for favorite movies, I would have to go anything from the Godfather trilogy. My favorite would have to be the first one over the second. I know a lot of people like the second one for some reason, but it's such
You're a fan of the third?
Huh?
You're a fan of the third? Like, you enjoy it? You actually
I like it, but not as much as the first or the second one.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good kind of like ending to the story, like especially the way he dies at the end of that. Like just
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler from what, like 92-1
No,
or
I know.
something? What when?
There's somebody out there that's just barely watching it.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, he dies. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Either that, for comedies, Blazing Saddles, or anything Mel Brooks.
Not
that's-
everything. Dracula and Dead and Loving It. I didn't like that. That was terrible.
It
dude.
was very corny. I mean, like
Yeah, it was
later
horrible.
when the later movies that he got in, it was really kind of corny, but it was still like Mel Brooks, you know.
That.
Yeah. It was hard. First time I saw Spaceballs, I was 8, so I didn't really get it.
Yeah, I saw Blazing Saddles when I was 9. My grandmother showed me. Of all people, my grandmother showed me. It's like, hey, sit down, let's watch this. You know, like as a kid, you're like, what the hell are they saying? You know, the N-word shit, you know, like all this stuff. Like, what the hell?
It's a good movie for its
Yeah.
time. What happened?
Is he cutting it? I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, why not? You know what? All right, cool. Well, we're at the tail end of the show. Is it all right? Can I have you guys play us out?
Yeah.
Awesome, cool. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. Next week is our big.
Plugs.
Oh yeah, plugs. I'm sorry. Since you have the mic, plug where people can find you, guys. Everything like your
Facebook,
sites.
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram. I have the mic. I'm just kidding. We have YouTube, but no videos.
Oh, you will have videos now because of this.
Yeah.
Mostly Facebook and Instagram, though.
No, but the link, like, what is it? You're just saying, like, how to.
LOS2X4S. LOS2X4S.
There you go.
LOS2X4S.
There you go.
One more time.
Awesome, cool.
Calm down.
Awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. So, they're gonna be that's another episode in the bag. No line because they're gonna be going on with the song. So, thanks for tuning in and checking it. So, go for it, guys. Play us out.
To see you, I see in my dreams. See your eyes, see you smile. Take me, or I say, oh, whoa, whoa. Melodies It's so exciting now, watching Nintendo go. We've been shut down, and that's just all we got. Oh, it's not gonna be the same.
We are no 2x4.
Oh.